Here we go, going to round 3. Wrath of Mine. I can't see him combat power, it's kind of a benefit, I suppose. We have quick supply, cost control, heavy armor, or basic supply. So we have all the economy options, so opponent won't have economy. Basic supply. He's Rhino specialist, okay, that's a bit scary. Doesn't have crawls to begin with, so distraction crawls are unlikely. Right, and we need an answer to Fangs of Steel Balls. Rhino specialist. Which is really just snipers. Expecting aggro over here. Do I use a missile? No, I'm going to save the money in case there's a good option early on in the post-round shop. Okay, arc points, and then really far back steel balls. Wow, okay. Interesting. It's in a trend for players to put their Stormcallers further back lately, like sort of 3 squares back here, so the opponent can't put missile interceptors down without them being like further forward to do anything. Because otherwise, you see here, you could put a missile interceptor down behind the tower, and a lot of units wouldn't kill the missile interceptor, or it wouldn't die until the round is already over. This is a lost round, but we've done okay. We've killed a few units. Problem is, he's playing without a specialist until the Rhino arrives. He still crushed us, which is a bit worrying. The issue was our crawlers were too fast, too far out ahead, and died without being a distraction for everything else. He'll take Nano Repair for his Rhino that he drops. I take Subsidized Crawlers. Then I do 2 sets of snipers. We do range on the snipers. Something like that. Yeah, that's reasonable. Single missile could do quite a lot of work there though, but I don't want to put them any closer to these guys. I can still drop a fortress there with a shield to protect them in future. Let's unlock something useful. Arclight's something useful. Right, let's go. There's the Rhino drop, that's alright. We didn't go Nano Repair Kit. This is his test run for his superpower next round. Sniper at point blank range. Treat it like a shotgun. There we go. Sniper range isn't doing a lot right now because I'm not clearing his front line very well. But we can change that. Thinking what we can do. He's offering a strike specialist. I feel like we have to take it. No, let's do portable shield and a couple of sets of tanks. That's all we need. I realise I'm buying tanks into a Rhino. I just need some chaff clearance, really. A little bit of body in the way. Portable shield. Which side does it go onto? Whichever sniper is the nearest to leveling up is the one that gets the bodyguards. This one. Bodyguards. We're going to push. Pick another sniper. We're going to have a break point where the sniper just suddenly turn on. I've outplayed myself here buying sledgehammers into rhinos and steel balls. We'll find out in a second. Ooh. I baited him into a good missile. Hopefully they'll stop and shoot. Nope, maybe. Almost got a 3-for-1. Come on, tanks. Clear out the trash. Wow, he's bought Whirlwind. So he's really committing to Rhinos. Okay. We can deal with that. He says not dealing with anything currently. Absolutely smashed right now. But it's okay. There's a solution. All of this. Amplifying core. I'm thinking amplifying core fortress. Dropping another sniper over here. That extra little bit of chaff clearance from the missile will make the difference and get our important stuff shooting at the priority targets earlier. We'll find out though. Worried about the turn when these guys get shields. When that happens, I need to be ready to drop Mustangs. Clear out a lot of the chaff, tanks to deal with the rest, and then we should go on to the Rhino, with a fortress that hits for 12,000 a shot. Should be enough. Rhino is doomed. Yep. Balls are a problem though. Even more crawlers coming through. Balls are dealt with. Fortress is still decent even when it's debuffed, because it hits so hard. Versus chaff anyway. I'm worried about these steel balls. I collect too fast for the fangs. 7 meters per second versus 6 meters per second. Nice, fortress on target. Nice. No. Sniper tanking for a fortress. There we go. Oh, I should have sped up, sorry. I was just enjoying the show too much. Oh, dearie me. Right. Day of the week. I think there's this. Then upgrade the sniper. And then I'm really worried about what the fangs do. Is what it is. Sorry, doorbell. Right, while Game Me is away, editing me will jump cut to the start of the round. I just want to say thank you for watching, and sorry the audio on this isn't perfect. Had some issues with the software recording. Ended up having to go back to the backup OBS recording for this tournament. Sorry, I had to run to the door and pick up a parcel. So where are we at? Fortress is holding a line, Stormcallers do work, looks okay. Got chaff, it's a problem. It's these couple of balls that are going to be a pain. No things that can stop the fortress. Everything else dies to the fortress. Looks broken. Or not. There it is. Cursing my name for how slow I am to press the speed up button. Sorry guys. Right. Just thinking about different options I can do here. And I should be thinking out loud. Right. We have fortresses. He has billagillions of chaff. He's got shields on the chaff, so I need to go. It's too good to pass up there. Mustangs. Get range on the Mustangs. 200 left over, which would be upgrades for these guys. Drop a Rhino on us, but he drops it there. These guys both turn on it. Not a problem. Yep. A little annoying, but he's got shields. That's kind of the purpose. Oh. Did he kill off the Mustangs? The Mustangs will get a hatful of kills here. He's got a bit of range on that melting point. That's a bit scary. Super heavy armor. We have 160,000 health. He has 140,000 health. Wow! I thought Fortress had more HP than melting points by a margin, but it's not much of a margin. The melting point is a good answer. He's gone HP specialist. I've gone range specialist, so I can outrange his melting point. But I still need to get through the chaff. Is the problem. Issue there was missile took out my anti-chaff clearance on this side too easily. Help. I think we're going barrier here, to be honest. And I probably need some late arriving chaff. Or just more chaff clearance of my own, actually. They're going to run into the storm, though. Temp range. And another shield. We're going to push. Thinking about it. I'm going to push and level him up. So he's got an item, which means that the push is worth a lot more. Think about EMP on these guys. He's not showing anti-missile very much. Anything I can unlock for free? Nope. Okay, we're good. See what he's thinking. He hasn't taken Storm. Wow, okay. Level 3. That's a lot of health. So he's taken... We just got level up XP, okay. We're relying on the Mustangs to tank damage for us. To deal with enemy chaff. So my Mustangs are kind of chaff clearance while being chaff themselves. I need to get some range, some elite marksmen on the snipers, but it's chaff that's the issue right now. Did I get temp range this round? I did. You can see the glowy red stuff. Wow, he's got splitters on his balls. Which is a weird sentence to say. But that's what he's got. I think we win this. Sure. Because it's a pretty beefy melting point, and lifesteal on that would be a pain to deal with. And this one's got tank spawning. Wow. But yeah, I can just get EMP on the Stormcores, and that turns these guys off as threats. Who saved the shield? Nope. That's annoying. That'd be a fairly close game right now. Ooh. Doing it. Relying on the fact that we can deal with his stuff. Takes Giant Hunter as well. We go temp range. We upgrade our Mustangs. I think we need more Mustangs, really. Snipers. One set of Mustangs in the midline, just to help out a bit with chaff clearance. Then, whoops, have I pushed? Have not pushed. Let's get snipers up as much as we can. Weird, they changed the way the buttons interact. The buttons click when you release the mouse now, rather than just when you press. So you can kind of abandon decisions partway through. Which did more damage? These Mustangs or this sniper? These Mustangs. Okay. Happy with this. Let's see what he does. He hasn't been Giant Hunter. Wow, he's pushing for more levels on this with intensive training. Okay. This melting point's going to get out of control. I need to answer it. I can turn off its range, which gives us a chance the fortress can outrange it. Its range will go down to 110 plus. He has temp range? Yes, he has temp range. 125, that's a problem. Because that's just slightly shorter than the fortress. Scary, because this thing's got so much health. If you realise that my only source of EMP is stuff that can be shot down, we're going to be in trouble. Range any sniper? No. Okay. EMP'd some stuff. Stops the crawler spawning. Dealt with all this chaff, it's just the big stuff left now. Come on, EMP it, so it loses its range. Got some money for my Giant Hunter. That feels good. Lost our big hitters. But he doesn't have Giant Hunter and we do, so we've got economic advantage. And we're winning the rounds, which is the important thing, obviously. Sometimes I forget to focus on winning the rounds and I mess around with other stuff. Okay, that could be a problem. Javelin's head to cut off these two maybe, or these guys. Which one of these Vulcans got the most work done? It was this one. Okay. Clicked. Overlapping slightly to the right so it clips as much as possible. These guys are going to walk forward before it impacts. Right. Honestly, I think the Mustangs are doing the work here. Damage on the Mustangs and temp range. Put these guys over here. One. With them being a later rivals on the left, helping deal with that thing. Yep, okay with this, let's go. Wow, more melting points. More money for us if we win. There's the Javelin. I thought he'd go over here, because it's not going to kill him. 70,000 damage to him is, what? Not even a quarter, or just shy of a quarter? Got melting points on key targets already. That's a bit scary. Feel better when these get EMP'd. Wow, he's got regen. Oh, he's got lifesteal on them, but it's shooting at squishy targets, so it's not that important, and he just gets EMP'd. He says just. Go on, bring it down. There we go. Tower down and we win. Right, right. Both towers down. This is close. Might be a draw. It's not over yet. Yeah. That was he, so we've got a shield. Right. We pushed him into buying more MPs. I think I do just do Stormcaller. I'll drop a Rhino, but we've got so many of these guys. That's recruitment. I'm going to do elites for these guys. Drop them back here as well. I'm going to do anti-missile tech so that missiles don't affect us. And what? Temp range. Damage. Health? Will it change anything? Not really. Whereas upgrading these was free and I should have done it ages ago. Whoops. Yeah, I'm okay with this. This is the round I need to push on. I've clicked the push key and it's not done it. That's really annoying. I dropped two things in the back row, but one landed on the other. Wow, so much firepower. I have no clue what's going to happen here. All about the Stormcallers now. Can they do enough? Can they EMP stuff? They've got the full right side alive. I think we've got this, even if he gets to this tower. I think we're the last ones alive. And this one, that was an epic game. Pivoted to Mustang Carry at the end, and his melting points weren't quite strong enough. Right, I'll talk fast because we were probably the last people if we've got this many spectators watching us. I don't think the anti-missile stuff did anything, but if he did put missiles down, it would have shot them down. The shield spam was important versus orbital bombard. He dropped his 2 units in the backline right in the middle of this concave here, and had them unfortunately overlapped, so his Vulcan destroyed his Rhino as it landed on top of it, and it did damage to the Vulcan equal to the HP of the Rhino as well, so it was kind of a disaster all around on that point. Other than that, tanks were a bit pointless. I'm not sure why I bought them. I say bit pointless, they got hundreds of kills each. Okay, fair enough. Mustangs were our carry, they were late game chaff, whilst also at the same time clearing the enemy chaff, so Mustang with range is one of my favourite pickups to deal with Fangs. He tried to go Vulcan with range to answer it, but unfortunately they didn't have quite enough range because I got range specialist and he didn't. He was very streamlined in his approach, I can respect it, but I think he should have got more upgrades on his Fangs with range or mechanical rage to turn him into a threat alongside being chaff. His Arclight's got a lot of kills. I think they could have done more work as well. They could have been bought into a bit deeper. I think the melting points with 3 upgrades was risky when I showed EMP Stormcallers. I like his taking of the electromagnetic barrage because I was showing a lot of shields. Fortresses were a bit meh, they just stopped him going deeper onto the balls and pushed him into melting point when I had Giant Hunter, which is fine. Ultimately his loss was because he didn't answer the Mustangs well enough. I think he needed to get incendiary bombs to leave fire on the ground to give them a harder time getting around the place, and possibly get a third Vulcan in the midline. But it was just too late in the game for that. Overall, it was a fun game. Right, sorry, that was a short analysis, because I think when I click this, it's going to say we've advanced to the next round. 2 MMR. What is this? Why am I only getting 2 MMR? Yep, advanced to the next round. Tournament's already progressing. Yep, I talked literally for the 2 minutes of round interval. Take my drink. Right, let's see where we're at in the live ranking. We are currently all the way down at 31st. 2-1. One loss, which should cost you so much in a tournament. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next round.